A long time ago, a husband and wife used to grind flour day and night to earn money, but over time their business was gradually shutting down and eventually everything was lost. The man felt as if they were cursed. So one day, with the intention of ending it all, he went to the riverbank nearby and started crying in sadness. Then a woman's voice came from inside the water. She said she would help him. She would give him a lot of wealth and take away all his sorrows, but in return, I must be born as a child in your home. Anyway, the old man's stool had long been silent. That's why he hadn't had any children until now. He immediately agreed to the deal. Shortly after, his wife gave birth to a baby boy. That is when the old man realized that she wasn't a fairy, but rather an evil spirit, meaning that spirit, if not today, then one day she would surely come to take their child. So, as the boy grew, his parents never let him go near the river. Now the boy grew up to become a hunter, and before the lines of his hands could write his destiny elsewhere, his father got him married to a girl who ate Vimal. Now their lives began to pass peacefully. But one day, while hunting in the forest, he encountered a deer. He immediately ran to kill the deer. But despite many attempts, he couldn't catch the deer. The strange thing was that the deer started appearing to him every day. After chasing it for several days, he finally managed to kill the deer one day. However, as soon as he cut the deer in two, the deer's blood stained the boy's hands. He forgot his curse and went to the river to wash off the blood. And as soon as he touched the water, two arms made of water pulled him in, and he was absorbed into the river. Here when he ran, he didn't return home until late at night. His wife, searching for him, reached the riverbank. There she saw her husband's belongings lying by the water. Seeing this, she realized that the monstrous water spirit had taken him away. She began to cry loudly and eventually fell asleep there, exhausted. In her sleep, she had a dream where she saw a kind sorceress who lived in a nearby wooden house and knew the secrets of the river. Upon waking up in the morning, the girl, she went to the sorceress for help. The sorceress gave her a comb and said, "Tomorrow is the full moon night. Sit by the river at night and comb your hair. Your husband will return." That night, the wife did exactly that, and her husband's. The head actually emerged from the water, but before she could say anything, it disappeared back into the water. The next day, she went back to the witch crying again. This time, she handed her a spinning wheel. At night, the girl started spinning, and her husband emerged up to his waist from the water. Yet he still couldn't speak and was pulled back in by the water spirit. On the third day, she went to the witch once more, and this time she handed her a flute at night. The wife sat in the moonlight playing the flute, and this time, the river's water began to rise suddenly. The wife immediately jumped into the river and tightly held on to her husband, but the spirit of the water, in anger, forcibly separated them and erased all their memories. A few years later, the man became a shepherd and the woman a cook. They began living separate lives and completely forgot each other. But then one day, as they passed by each other on the road, suddenly they remembered everything. What next? The husband accepted his wife again, and by continuously playing, they had 14 children.